Zane Clodfelter with Otters TV here with reliever Kyano Cummings. Since the start of the season, how have you assessed your performance?
Well, let's take out that first appearance, okay. And I'm very
aside
happy.
From opening night,
yeah, I'm very happy with my season thus far. If you take that horrible milestone out, but I mean, you know, since then, obviously, with that being said, to keep on coming out and trying to keep on knocking down those stat lines, it's definitely been a goal of mine. So yeah, it's my season so far has been good, but has definitely has room for improvement.
So, baseball is a numbers game. I know when you referenced the opening night. When you have numbers, you know how good you are, and a lot of people here in Evansville know how good you are. When you see those numbers and know the potential, how annoying is it just looking at them and realizing that they're there?
Oh yeah, to look up and see a 36 ERA the second game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not optimal. Mm-hmm. But like I said, with that being said, keep on coming out every day, going through your routine, and keep on trying to knock it down to the margins that people knew of me last year.
Oh yeah.
Because granted, that I referenced this previously, you know, just in the fact that I need to, you know, set my goals high, but to get back to last season would obviously be a huge accomplishment for me this season.
See, at the pace that you have been with the Otters, if that game would have happened game 96 as opposed to 1, I think the ERA might have moved, what, half a point?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So baseball is just a weird game. As you guys have kind of gotten into a pattern of road games, how difficult is that going from place to place on the road?
You know what? It's really not a tremendous struggle. You know, as a relief pitcher, the playing surfaces don't have a huge effect on obviously the way that I feel. You know, I throw a ball, that's what it is. But the big issue that pitchers run into, especially people from here in Schaumburg, with us being the only 2 fields in the league being a natural field, that's where the problems come in, because we get out on turf fields, and it's a strange feeling already throwing on a turf mound. But what a lot of issues arise are, actually we saw it last year. Not last year, last weekend with the minors.
Okay.
A lot of guys aren't used to the heat. And even myself at times, like that was the first time that I got hit with the extreme amounts of heat from the turf.
Yeah.
But what it does is it causes extreme sweating down your arm, and you can't grip the ball. So typically, when we go on the road, or you know, people who just get caught off guard with it, even if they do play at home turf fields, is that they sweat excessively, and it causes pitchers to become more slippery. You'll see off speed spiking more in the dirt, and you'll see fastballs going up more. So it causes a whole new twist to the difficulty of that.
How do you manage that when you're sitting in the bullpen?
Truthfully, it's a little, I guess, rigid, you could call it.
Okay.
But what I do is I take a towel every 30 seconds to a minute when I know I'm active and I know I'm about to come in. I'll take a towel and wipe my arm down, and then I go in between each knuckle and really like dry off as much as I can. And then I put rosin on my hands too. And then when I get out on the mound, in between every batter, if, for instance, if you were to come on the road, you would see me in between every batter go to the back of the mound and make sure I have rosin on my hand, just to make sure that it's as dry as possible to get the best grip possible. Because, you know, pitching's hard enough, but especially when you add in factors that are outside of baseball.
Yeah, no, 10 of the 12 teams in the league, I believe, have the field turf or artificial turf. So when you come to Bosse Field, knowing how much routines are of importance to pitchers, how difficult is it kind of having a different approach when you're on natural grass?
Yeah, it's you know what, it's the same approach. It's just a matter of, like I said, the factor of the heat index.
Yeah.
Because on turf, it feels like you're in an oven. It just, you know, circulates around you, and you're just like, oh my gosh, you know, it's 10, 15 degrees hotter at times on the turf than it is, you know, at here. But I would say same routine. It's just a matter of dealing with what the climate is that night when you're on the road.
And we've seen you in various innings this year. Last year, you were the 8th inning guy. We've seen you at just the important parts of the game. How nice is it knowing that you have Andy McCauley's trust?
Oh my gosh. You know, just in general, our management here is, granted, I've only been in Evansville, but with that being said, from what I've heard, you know, the good stories and the horror stories of management, you know, and the coaching staffs throughout the league, I wouldn't want to play for anybody else besides Andy McCauley. And back to the point that you brought up of me having his trust, knock on wood, wherever that is. But yeah, oh, here it is. Yeah, we'll just do that.
Yeah.
But knowing that I have his trust, it just it makes it more of a grin. I'm never too comfortable, but it gives me a sense of comfort on the mound, knowing that he has trusted me to go out and get it done. And you know, that's my job. You know, I go out and I have to do what he knows that I can do, or else that trust is going to go out the window.
True story. During games at Bosse Field, we get some weird social media questions.
Oh boy.
And I run across, unfortunately, a lot of these weird questions. One of them, though, stems from your Walkup song.
Yeah.
They wanted to know what the title was of it, where they could find it, and I was unsuccessful because once you give us your Walkup song, we change it to your name, so all I could tell them was it's...
You just click the button.
Yeah, it's Kyano Cummings. But so what is the name of the Walkup song, and then the reason why you have it?
Oh, let's see. I can't remember the artist, but I think if you just look up the Hum, the Hum remix or something like that, it's like Dimitri something.
Okay.
But I think the cover of it is like a monkey.
Okay.
Like the whole video is like them having a big party or something. I know, but you know, I like the song. That's why I picked it. But why I chose it, to be honest, I like the movie Wolf of Wall Street. That's where the Hum comes from, and then they incorporated it into a song, and then that's the song that it's called. With that being said, I just like the beat to it. I like the build up, and yeah, I just really enjoy the song. And it's, you know, people always say a walkout song is to get you fired up, not so much the crowd. And with that being said, I heard that song before, and it just got me amped up, and I had to choose that as a walkout.
Well, next time you come out, make sure you look in the press box, because all of our press box staff, we get pumped up just hearing it. So
just crank it up next time.
No, we will. He's Kyano Cummings. I'm Zane Clodfelter. This has been Otters TV.